Ladies and gentlemen, as you are undoubtedly aware, a protracted and devastating conflict has been unfolding in the Amhara region, characterized by the relentless and destructive clashes between the Ethiopian National Defense Force, ENDF, and the Amhara Fano forces on multiple fronts. This evolving crisis has recently escalated into a full-blown offensive launched by the ENDF against the Amhara Fano forces, culminating in a significant intensification of hostilities across various strategic areas within the Amhara region. In this comprehensive update, we aim to provide you with an exhaustive account of the most recent developments emerging from the volatile and fluid battlefield. The latest reports confirm that intense and ferocious combat is currently raging in several pivotal locations within the Amhara region. These include Mida, Maranya, and northern Shua. The fighting in these areas has reached a critical crescendo, marked by a relentless exchange of fire and casualties on both sides. In this chaotic theater of conflict, both the ENDF and the Amhara Fano forces are fervently claiming victories, further underscoring the fiercely contested nature of this ongoing struggle. Venturing into other regions of the Amhara front lines, we have received harrowing accounts of brutal engagements in Kobo and Istaish, situated in North Wello, as well as Kedo, located in Gosh Meda, South Wello. The situation in Kobo stands out due to the deployment of heavy weaponry, resulting in substantial casualties for both belligerent parties. The ferocity and scale of the fighting in these areas underscore the gravity of the crisis and the human toll it exacts. Meanwhile, in the city of Gayent, nestled within Gondar, a relentless and unforgiving battle has erupted between NDF and Amhara Fano forces. The most recent updates indicate that both factions have incurred significant casualties in the ongoing hostilities, with considerable losses also suffered in terms of public infrastructure and property. Further afield in Gisharabi and Mekoye, both located in North Shua, the relentless clash of arms continues unabated. Reports emanating from the ENDF camp suggest that they have achieved a measure of success by inflicting substantial casualties on the Amhara Fano forces following a well-executed offensive. In a dramatic twist of events in Debre Tabor, Gondar, Amhara Fano forces executed a successful ambush against an ENDF convoy. This audacious attack resulted in the tragic demise of special commandos and several esteemed local Amhara leaders, adding yet another layer of complexity and tragedy to the unfolding crisis. In a recent turn of events, Amhara Fano forces have emerged victorious in the battle for Belesa Gondar. This critical development is marked by the substantial loss of life among ENDF soldiers, with several of their ranks making the ultimate sacrifice and dozens more sustaining injuries. It is noteworthy that ENDF held a substantial numerical advantage and possessed heavy weaponry in this particular theater of operations, primarily due to the presence of a major military base in Bahir Dar. However, the indomitable spirit and unwavering determination of the Amhara Fano forces, who are fighting to protect their homeland, seem to have played a pivotal role in securing this significant triumph. In stark contrast, ENDF soldiers, driven primarily by their professional commitments, appear to exhibit a higher propensity to surrender and abandon the areas they are tasked with defending. Reports further suggest that ENDF has incurred grave losses in and around Belesa, with numerous soldiers losing their lives and many more being wounded in the process. Shockingly, reports indicate that in Maxinit, located in Gondar near Belesa, ENDF soldiers resorted to heinous acts, targeting innocent civilians following their defeat in Belesa, Gondar. These reprehensible actions only serve to compound the human tragedy unfolding in the region. Reportedly, in the vicinity of Werle, situated near eastern Belesa in Gondar, Amhara Fano forces have inflicted heavy casualties on ANDF, compelling the latter to execute a tactical withdrawal towards Maxinit. In Amhara Sayent, situated in South Wello, a confrontation occurred between Amhara Militia and Amhara Police, who had attempted to ambush Fano forces alongside ENDF soldiers. However, these Amhara Militia and police units were swiftly met with resistance and ultimately faced fatal consequences. It's worth noting that these were company forces that had previously aligned themselves with the Fano forces but had now turned against them. In several other areas, including Yellon, Wacho, Kuwait in North Shua, Gazo County in South Wello, and Injibara in South Gojam, Amhara militias made the decision to refuse cooperation and combat alongside Oromo ENDF forces, opting instead to return their arms. This development highlights the complex dynamics and shifting allegiances within the conflict. In a separate series of events near Ankober and Tama Bier in North Shua, as well as Mota in Gojam, Fano forces executed an ambush against a convoy consisting of ENDF soldiers, Amhara Militia, and Amhara Police. According to the latest reports, in the vicinity of Ankober and Mota, Amhara Fano forces managed to eliminate several ENDF and their allied soldiers during the ambush. This operation resulted in heavy losses for the ENDF. It's important to note that Mota is strategically located along the A3 highway in Gojam, where Amhara Fano forces have established a formidable presence. On this particular front, Fano forces operate under a unified command structure, fostering greater coordination and effectiveness. Additionally, reports indicate that several Amhara civilians have chosen to join Fano forces on this front, aligning themselves with the Fano forces' mission and fighting under their command. Finally, in Banja County, situated in the Awi zone, Fano forces executed a successful operation, inflicting substantial casualties on a contingent of 500 Oromo ENDF soldiers. The outcome of this engagement resulted in the death of 250 soldiers, with 80 others sustaining injuries. The remaining soldiers were captured by the Fano forces, although some managed to escape from the battlefield. These recent developments underscore the fluid and intricate nature of the conflict in the Amhara region, where shifting alliances, ambushes, and strategic operations continue to shape the trajectory of the ongoing struggle. The situation remains highly dynamic, and we remain committed to providing you with timely updates as events unfold. Please stay tuned for further information on this evolving and consequential crisis. Your engagement with our channel and staying informed about ongoing developments is crucial during these challenging times. We appreciate your interest and dedication to staying updated on the latest news and updates from various conflict zones. To ensure that you don't miss any crucial updates and in-depth analysis, we encourage you to stay tuned and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.